Season 2, Episode 9 of Game of Thrones, titled Blackwater, is a pivotal episode that marks one of the series' most intense and consequential moments. The episode centers around the Battle of Blackwater, a massive conflict in which Stannis Baratheon, with his army and fleet, launches an assault on King's Landing in an attempt to seize the Iron Throne from the Lannisters. It is a turning point in the war for the Seven Kingdoms, and the episode showcases the chaos, violence, and desperation of battle, all while highlighting the high-stakes political drama of Westeros. As Stannis' forces close in on King's Landing, the Lannisters are in a state of panic, with Tyrion Lannister, the acting hand of the king, trying to prepare the city's defenses. Tyrion is seen working tirelessly to arrange for the defense of King's Landing, using both strategic minds and his own cunning to rally the city's forces. He is also tasked with trying to control the volatile King Joffrey, whose actions and decisions threaten the stability of the city. In the meantime, Cersei Lannister grapples with her own fears of losing the throne and what might happen to her children if Stannis succeeds in taking the city. The Battle of Blackwater itself is an extraordinary spectacle, showcasing the brutality of warfare in Westeros. Stannis' fleet approaches King's Landing, and it quickly becomes clear that his forces are overwhelming, despite the Lannisters' preparations. As the battle rages on, Tyrion's strategic use of wildfire, a highly volatile substance, becomes a game-changer. In one of the episode's most dramatic moments, Tyrion orders the release of the wildfire into the bay, creating a massive explosion that devastates Stannis' fleet and turns the tide of the battle in favor of the Lannisters. The use of wildfire adds a level of unpredictability and horror to the conflict, demonstrating the ruthless nature of warfare in Westeros. While the battle unfolds outside the city walls, the episode also provides moments of emotional and psychological tension within the walls of King's Landing. Cersei and Tyrion's complicated relationship is highlighted as they navigate the perilous situation. Cersei, feeling trapped and vulnerable, becomes more desperate, particularly as she contemplates the fate of her children. Tyrion, on the other hand, must balance his loyalty to his family with his own personal ambitions and a deep sense of pragmatism. There are tense moments in the Red Keep as the Lannister family dynamics are put under pressure, especially when the true nature of Joffrey's leadership is exposed in the heat of battle. As the battle reaches its climax, Stannis' forces are eventually defeated, and the Lannisters emerge victorious, largely due to the timely arrival of the Tyrell forces, led by the resourceful Margaery Tyrell and her family. This victory solidifies Joffrey's hold on the throne, though it also leaves behind a sense of deep uncertainty and a growing divide between the key players in the kingdom. The episode ends on a somber note, with the aftermath of the battle casting a shadow over King's Landing, while the political landscape of Westeros continues to shift. Blackwater not only delivers one of the most visually stunning and thrilling battles in the series, but also solidifies the complex interplay of power, family, and survival in the world of Game of Thrones. Season 2, Episode 10 of Game of Thrones, titled Valar Morghulis, serves as the season finale and wraps up several key storylines while setting the stage for future conflicts. The episode deals with the aftermath of the Battle of Blackwater, the shifting power dynamics in Westeros, and the continuation of characters' personal journeys. It effectively blends political maneuvering, character development, and foreshadowing for the larger narrative arcs to come. In King's Landing, the aftermath of Stannis Baratheon's failed siege is palpable. Joffrey Baratheon, though still on the Iron Throne, is shown to be even more tyrannical, consolidating his power with an arrogant disregard for others. Tyrion Lannister, having been instrumental in the city's defense, is removed from his position as Hand of the King, despite his successes, largely due to the manipulations of his sister Cersei and the power-hungry ambitions of others. Tyrion's departure from his political role highlights his tragic position within his own family, where his intelligence and actions are often overlooked in favor of political power plays. His final scene in King's Landing, where he confronts his father Tywin Lannister, is filled with emotional weight, showing the complexities of Tyrion's relationship with his family. Meanwhile, in the Riverlands, Robb Stark continues his campaign against the Lannisters, but his personal life becomes a source of tension. Robb, who had been securing victories for the North, faces challenges regarding his future marriage alliance. His growing affection for Talisa Mager, a healer he met during the war, complicates his position, especially since he is already betrothed to another for political reasons. This internal conflict foreshadows the possible repercussions of choosing love over political strategy, a theme that will have significant consequences in future seasons. In the far north, Jon Snow and the Night's Watch continue their journey to the Fist of the First Men, where they face increasing threats from the White Walkers. This episode emphasizes Jon's loyalty to the Night's Watch and his growing sense of duty, as well as his relationship with the wildlings, particularly with Ygritte. Though Jon has yet to fully grasp the importance of the threat posed by the White Walkers, the brief interactions with the wildlings show the tension between their way of life and Jon's loyalty to the Night's Watch. The episode hints at the significant challenges the Night's Watch will face in the coming seasons, including the encroaching dangers from beyond the Wall. In the final scenes of the episode, Daenerys Targaryen makes a significant and decisive move. After a journey across the narrow sea to the Free Cities, she confronts the leaders of the slave city of Astapor. In a bold and powerful moment, Daenerys uses her dragons to gain control of an army of unsullied elite slave soldiers, showing her growing command of power. The episode concludes with Daenerys' confidence in her ability to lead, as she begins to solidify her role as a force to be reckoned with in Westeros. Her storyline is poised to intersect with the larger political landscape as she gains followers and resources, positioning her as a serious threat to the established power structures in the Seven Kingdoms. Valar Morghulis closes the season with a mix of personal triumphs and political machinations, leaving several characters at crossroads. The episode showcases how each character, whether in King's Landing, the North, or across the Narrow Sea, is preparing for the larger conflicts to come. Themes of power, loyalty, and survival run throughout the episode, and the title, which translates to "All Men Must Die," reinforces the central idea that no one is safe in the brutal world of Westeros. The episode sets up new alliances and conflicts, ensuring that the story will continue to unfold with even more intense drama and intrigue in future seasons.